Hi, in this video we're going to look at expanding single brackets. When we expand brackets, we multiply everything that's on the outside of the bracket by everything that's on the inside. So here we're going to multiply 2 by a, and we're going to get 2a. We're then going to multiply 2 by 2, and we're going to get 4. We can't group anything there, so it stays as 2a plus 4. The second one, we're going to do 3 times b, which is 3b, and then we're going to do 3 times 4, which is 12. And then here we've got to be careful because there's a negative involved, so we're going to do 5 times c, which is 5c, and then we're going to do 5 times negative 3. So 5 times 3 is 15, and a positive times a negative is a negative. The fourth example we've got here, we're going to do negative 3 times d, which is negative 3d, and then we're going to do negative 3 times positive 3. 3 times 3 is 9, and remember, a negative times a positive is a negative. This one, 5 times k, is 5k, but remember we're doing a negative times a positive, so that's a negative 5k. Then we're going to do negative 5 times negative 3. 5 times 3 is 15, and a negative times a negative is a positive. The next example, now this is slightly different because we've got a number in front of our letter, okay? But we're going to do the same process, and we're going to do 2 times 2a. So 2 lots of 2a is 4a. 2 times 2 is 4, but then we're doing 2 times 2a, so it's 4a. And then 2 times 5 is 10. And then the final question in this set of examples, we're going to do 3 times 5b to begin with. 3 times 5 is 15, but then we're doing 3 times 5b, so that's 15b. We're then going to do 3 times 2, which is 6, and it's a positive times a negative, so it's a negative 6. Okay. If you pause the video here, the worksheet that's attached as well has section A and section B that you can now have a go at. So pause the video here and have a go at section A and section B. So the second set of examples. So this is where we expand single brackets, and then we're going to have to do a little bit of simplifying at the end. So we're going to do the same process that we've done before, and we're going to multiply out, we're going to expand this bracket. So we're going to do 3 times x is 3x, and then we're going to do 3 times 5 is 15. Then we're going to do 2 times x, which is 2x, and then we're going to do 2 times 3. Okay, so we've expanded this first bracket, then we've expanded the second bracket. The next thing we've got to do is simplify. So we're going to collect together our like terms. We're going to group our like terms. So we've got 3x add 2x, so that's 3 add 2, which is 5x, and then we've got 15 add 6, which is 21. And again, that's its simplest form because we can't group x's and numbers together. The next one we're going to look at is we're going to do 5 times x, which is 5x, and 5 times 2, which is 10. So we've expanded this bracket. Now we're going to expand this bracket, and it's a plus there, so it's plus 2x because we've done 2 times x, and then we're going to do plus 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8, because a positive times a negative is a negative. Then we're going to group together our like terms. 5x add 2x is 7x, and then we've got positive 10 take away 8, and that takes us to positive 2. And then the last example, you're going to do 2 times x, which is 2x, and 2 times minus 3, which is minus 6. So we've expanded this bracket, now we're going to expand this bracket. We're going to do minus 3 times x, which is minus 3x, and then we're going to do minus 3 times minus 2, and minus times a minus, remember, is a plus, and 3 times 2 is 6. Then we're going to group together our like terms. So we're going to start at 2x and we're going to take off 3x. So we're going to start at 2 and we're going to take off 3. So that's 2, 1, 0, minus 1. So it's minus 1x or just minus x, because remember, if there's 1, we don't write that when we're talking about an x. And then we've got minus 6 plus 6. So you start at minus 6 and you add on 6, and that takes you to 0, so you don't need to write anything down at the end. So that's the answer. Okay, you can now have a go at section C and D. Don't forget, you're expanding each single bracket and then you're collecting your like terms. When you've done this, there are answers at the bottom of the sheet for you to check your work. Thank you.